Okay, I'm back. Probably starting another video series here. I got something new in the garage. Let's take a look at it. This is an '04 Honda Element. Just bought it at auction, CoPart auction. It's crashed on the other side. It's got 140,000 miles on it. Um, Paid about $1,000 plus some fees. I have this wheel off right now because this side, you see, is bent. Don't know why. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but nothing looks terrible down there. I thought for sure something was going to be like totally noticeable. Here is the plastic here that was kind of hiding in there. That's a little bit worse than I thought. So the quarter is a little bit worse than I thought because it got hit in the top right there. So that's gonna be a problem. And this too, I haven't quite figured out how I'm gonna do that to get a window back in it. My main priority right now is trying to figure out what's bent here, get the wheel straight, driving 100%, get a window in it, and then I can worry about the body damage. Taillight is here, just two like little plastic flanges that keep it mounted in there broke. So I mean the taillight's technically fine, but I'm just gonna get another one. I just vacuumed out the entire car, and I cut all the glass out of there. It was bothering me, and I just vacuumed out the interior. It's not terrible, but it needs a wipe down. It runs great. Has great heat, air conditioning, power windows work, everything works fine. The tires are good. It just had an oil change. It's like 2,800 miles to the next oil change, so it must have just had an oil change, and the tank is full of fuel, so that's a plus. And it's a weird color, but it's kind of neat. So I'm gonna get digging on this. I pulled this top bolt off here, and that link seems fine. I'll show you on this side. This link here seems fine. You can see how it's kind of slightly turned. The other side was completely turned in it. So I thought maybe the bushing or something like that was beat in it, so I just popped the bolt out of it. And I'll show you what I found. The link still seems fine. Actually, maybe it is slightly tweaked, but it's still turned, and there's still tension on it. There's two more bolts that hold this knuckle. There's this side there that looks turned also. You can see how it's flat up against that side, and that side has a gap on the left. And then right there seems fine also. And this control arm doesn't look bent at all. On this side, see, it looks exactly the same. And this side looks slightly straighter than the other side. This side has no problems at all. So I'm using it as a point of reference. So I'm gonna keep digging and see what I can find. Okay, so I am digging into this. I got the knuckle off. So I was looking at these tabs and flanges, and everything looks fine and straight. Axle looks good, and that looks fine. And I'm saying that this thing looks slightly bent here. But if you look at the other side, it's identical. It's exactly the same. That's how it is. So I started playing around, and I noticed how this one was the one I thought was twisted in there. So I started playing with this lower one that I thought looked a little fishy too. And this sucker popped right out of it. I pushed it right out with my thumb. So I don't know if that let go and that's why the thing crashed, or I doubt it. I think it just hit and that's what finished her off. But if you push on this, it's not really hard. You have to stick a punch in there, and it's got a little bit of wiggle room in there. But everything looks fine. I just went underneath it. I don't see any creasing, crinkling. It don't look bent on that trailing arm. This control arm is straight as could be. I'm thinking it's just these bushings. I don't know. I'm gonna call a friend that works at the Honda dealer and see if he can't get me these bushings real quick. And maybe I could just press them in there and that'd be the end of it. Okay, here's a quick update on this thing. I've been working on it and getting a little stressed out trying to get the wheel straight. What I did was I went to the junkyard today and I picked up a whole trailing arm, control arm, knuckle setup, and I threw that on there. The parking brake situation was a pain in the ass. There's an upper link here, and I'll show you. The upper link is this one. It's solid. I had the vehicle that I got these parts off of had a adjustable one, so I threw that in there because I knew I might need a little bit more adjusting just to get it to work and everything to line up. So the sway bar end link broke. I have to go get one of those tomorrow. That's not a big deal, but you can see up there's an adjustable link. And when I didn't originally put that link in there, and the wheel was cambered in something pretty decent, so I put that on there, straightened it out, and I got it eyeball aligned, and that's not bad. That's a new taillight I got there. I just have it sitting in there loosely, but I started kicking this out from the inside out, and that's a new quarter panel plastic, and I just want to see how bad it lines up or not. And I just actually threw that back on there because I don't have a window. As you've seen, what I think I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to go back to the junkyard and I'm going to cut and section the quarter panel there and there into there, just so I can get this body line to line up with this plastic, and that's right there for the window to line in. So I think that'd be the easiest way to do it. So I'll just put the outer skin in, and then I'll just hammer the inside sheet metal out to it, and then I'll just spot weld it in, and then I'll just have to paint this section there. They do have a green quarter panel there, which I wouldn't have to paint much of it. So I would cut here and I'd weld it in, and I could just paint that black. You won't see that because the glass is actually black here. You could still see through here, but it's black here. So you won't see that if I did happen to just paint it black in there. This under here, it wouldn't matter. And then there would be a seam here, Bondo bodywork, and I could just blend the quarter panel with it, because this would all be the same color and fine. But the whole quarter panel could also be painted separately. It doesn't matter too much, but that's my update right now. I'm gonna tape up this window, and I'm gonna actually take it for a test drive, and kind of excited about that. I'm gonna end the video here and just make this as a for part one or an update until I figure out exactly what I'm gonna do, until I get some more parts and time. But right now this is gonna be part one. If you could like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.